A risk assessment is a very simple process of identifying risks and hazards that could cause harm or danger to your organisation and your members. We at Community Risk Services use a very simple 5-step guide to ensure you can do this quickly and efficiently. Many things you'd be looking for. There are the obvious ones in regards to if you're at a desk, making sure that cables are all tied up securely under the desk so no one can trip over them. You've got a fire extinguisher there and the different types, CO2 and an oxygen-based one, depending on different types of fires. They're the obvious options. There's lots of other things though we go into in further detail as Community Risk Services. We look into identify the risks that aren't obvious or ones that you can't see straight away. It entirely depends on what you're looking at, but if you're doing it in a community hall, for example, you're making sure that you've got a smoke alarm there to ensure that if their fire does break out, your members, your volunteers, anyone who's there, if you're having a fete inside or a bake sale or anything, they are informed that the fire's taking place and they have the procedures and policies to be able to get out nice and simply. Fire extinguishers, making sure you've got the correct things, the correct types there, CO2 and oxygen, depending on the different type of fire, and that people know how to use them. Slips and trips, making sure there aren't any obvious pitfalls or potholes on your land and your car park, making sure that you are identifying them and putting a process in place to either protect people from getting hurt or nullifying them in such a way so that it reduces the chance of someone either getting an injury or your group getting sued and financial implications that come with that. An uncommon risk that community groups a lot of the time have never even thought about until it's too late is the reputational risk, particularly around social media. Social media over the last 5 or 10 years has exploded, and community groups in particular have grabbed onto this fantastic use of technology. It enables them to engage with their audience and get more people in and sponsorship. However, an inappropriately message or photograph or just tweet voicing one's personal opinions through the community group's Twitter feed, for example, could completely ruin the brilliant reputation that they've worked so hard to achieve.